EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Gets it out. Five-yard line, a gain of 3. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Need. Throwing right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So Stanford's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Got it behind the line. It's Booker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Was out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield, it's Need. Trying to get to it. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense going all in to stop the run. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Rourke. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at second. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to throw, it's Need. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
From the gun, looking for a man. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Spartans! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. What a snag by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all of the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
To the air, it's Need. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
San Jose State.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Brings up second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Need. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won it at half. Up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Into the house. Touchdown, San Jose State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes... can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Booker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college. The option's a good idea because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Give to the running back. Dances away from one. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Adkins. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. The defense. Benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he... is working flawlessly, Bob.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Adkins. Working that left side now. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top.
Third quarter of play.
Comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, San Jose State. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He wants to throw. He's got it. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingernail.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Sweet feet on the move. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Grab behind the line. It's Roy. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Tackle is made after the first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the ground with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. No matter how much